Oh, hey everyone. Welcome to a special edition episode where we talk about the works of Cesar Chavez. Let's take a walk. Who is Cesar Chavez, you might ask? Cesar Chavez is a farm worker who fought for the rights of fellow farm workers. He inspires many workers and pushes for peaceful protest. He himself is inspired by Mahatma Gandhi and uses nonviolence as his means of peaceful protest. We've seen him all over newspapers and in successful boycotts all over California. Today we dive into the works of Cesar Chavez and try to get first-hand views on what people think of him. We take it to Ireland, who's in Delano, to try to get the scoop on what's going on.
Hello, I'm Ireland, and I'm here firsthand to see how Cesar Chavez impacted the life of the farmers on his old farm in California before he moved from Arizona. Hello, may I ask you a few questions about the impact that Cesar Chavez has had on this farm and maybe even you?
Oh, of course. I've been doing this all my life and my family has been stuck to this job. We as a group have been treated unequally and unfairly, and finally someone has spoken up about this injustice. It is truly inspiring to watch him and follow his works.
Wow, that is so interesting. How are you fighting for social justice in your community now?
So we are organizing unions and peacefully protesting the farmers themselves using nonviolence. I originally didn't agree with this because I didn't think it would be effective, but he proved this method effective and we only peacefully protest.
Interesting. How did Cesar Chavez inspire you and your community specifically?
Chavez taught us that our group may not have the political power, but we have something stronger. We have the will to sacrifice and persist until change is made. What really inspires us is that Cesar put everything on the line for this cause. He even went to jail. The struggle and the belief that Cesar put into this rallied so many people behind him. It made everyone want to follow him.
Last question. Do you believe in and agree with the movement for equal rights of farmers that Cesar is pushing for?
Yeah, I do agree with the movement we are pushing for now because as humans, we deserve equal rights. We are forced to be these laborers who are treated as second class when we're providing this nation with the food they eat every day. It isn't fair to have to deal with the abuse we face every day. We go to bed hungry and cold. We can barely afford to survive. This is going against our own basic human rights.
Thank you so much for your time.
Of course. Everyone, please support our movement. My farm is open to everyone.
Today we got to sit down with Cesar Chavez himself and ask him a couple of questions about his works.
Hello, Cesar. So good to be able to meet with you. So first off, how do you plan on spreading your social justice message through your pilgrimage?
I want to prove to the world how important this means to me and farmers as a group. I'm dedicated to changing the world we live in now. Equality is overall our final goal. We timed this 25-day march so we'd arrive in Sacramento on Easter Sunday. We're here to make a statement to the world. We demand change and we aren't taking no for an answer.
How has religion impacted the way you protest?
For me, Christianity happens to be a natural source of faith. I've read what Christ said when he was here. He was very clear in what he meant and knew exactly what he was after. He was extremely radical, and he was for social change. The only justice is Christ, God's justice. We're the victims of a lot of shenanigans by the courts, but ultimately, down the line, real justice comes. It comes from God's hand. I use the nonviolence that Christ stresses as my ways of protest.
People have labeled you a communist in the past. Do you really think that you're a communist? And what would you like to say to those people?
No, I'm not a communist. But I'm not saying this because people are accusing me of being one. I'm saying this because I'm a Christian, and I'm proud of that. If our work is considered communistic by some, there's nothing we can do about it. But I'm not willing to admit that we Christians are not more willing to fight for social justice.
Cesar's work resembled the Catholic social teachings. His works show the theme of dignity of work and rights of workers. Everyone is made to be equal, and we should all be treated equally. Everyone is made in the image and likeness of God, and that's what Cesar tries to fight for. He is definitely getting the attention for his cause. Well, everyone, that's the time we have for today. Thank you for tuning in to this special edition episode where we talk about Cesar Chavez's work. We'll see you on the next episode.